and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Carr again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jordy Nelson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
J.J. Nelson now to return. Able to push his way through. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Detroit, anything. Detroit. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Hey, I got him. That's me.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got him in. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Rosen on 1st down. Fitzgerald's got it right side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. The 30, 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Finds Roberts left side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. On play action, it's Carr. Looking deep downfield. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Carr to throw again. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that. They've got his man complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over him. Carr now on 1st down. Hauling it in, Nelson. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Money back.